Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Shout out po pala kay Mr. Ignacio Erjan ng BSc 1 Block 2. No? Today, in this video, I will be discussing Pre-Calculus 1 Chapter 3. So, under Chapter 3, we will be talking about rational expression, partial fraction, and solving equation. Okay, rational expression, domain of an algebraic expression. The set of real numbers for which an algebraic expression is defined is the domain of the expression. Two algebraic expressions are equivalent if they have the same domain and yield the same values for all the numbers in their domain. For instance, quantity of x plus 1 plus the quantity of x plus 2 and 2x plus 3 are equivalent because they are the same. So, yun nga, as for the definition or based sa text na binasa natin, two algebraic expressions are the same or equivalent if the same domain and yield the same values yung kalalabasan ng result kapag in-apply natin or kapag sinubstitute natin yung value ng domain. No? Okay, from chapter 1, we define that functions from set A to set B. So, kumbaga, dun sa function natin, si expression or si algebraic expression natin, we have the value of x, which is the domain, and equivalent value of y, which is the range. For example, may algebraic expression tayo na kung saan mag-assume tayo ng value ng x, no? Yun yung domain or the set inputs natin. So, we assume that the value of x is ganito, ganyan. Then, mag-yield siya sa specific value, which is the range. Or, kumbaga, pag in-apply natin yung domain natin doon sa expression natin, lalabas, may bibigay siya ng equivalent value, no? Which is yung sa set B niya. Yung dito, as define a function from set A to set B is a relationship that assigns to each element x in the set A exactly one element y in the set B. Kumbaga, pag nag-assign tayo ng value ni x, may exactly one element or one value din na palalabasan din siya dun sa y, no? So, yun yung ibig sabihin lang niya. So, si domain is the set input natin or yung x value natin. Then, si range is the set output or yung y value or yung equivalence niya, no? Okay, simplifying rational expression. When simplifying rational expressions, be sure to factor each polynomials completely before concluding that the numerator and denominator have no factors in common. So, in simplifying a rational expression, we always factor the numerator and the denominator, no? Kapag na-factor po natin yung numerator at denominator natin, then kung ano yung common dun sa numerator at denominator natin, pwede natin i-cancel out dun sa expression natin. So, kapag wala na po tayong common factor between the numerator and the denominator, that's kumbaga dun na natin masasabi na simplified na yung rational expression natin. In this text, when a rational expression is written, the domain is usually not listed with the expression. It is implied that the real number that makes the denominator 0 are excluded from the expression. So, yun nga, usually kapag nakakita tayo ng rational expression, may nakikita tayo na x is not equal to ganito ganyan. Kasi nga, we make sure or make sure natin na the value of domain will not make, hindi makakabuo ng zero denominator. So, yun nga, it is implied that the real numbers that makes the denominator 0 are excluded dun sa expression. Kumbaga, hindi natin sinasama yung value ni x or yung value ng domain natin na kung saan is mag-yield ng zero denominator. Later, papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung ibig sabihin nitong mga nakasulat dito. Also, when performing operations with rational expressions, this text follows the convention of listing by the simplified expressions all values of x that must be specifically excluded from the domain in order to make the domain of the simplified and original expressions agree. So, yun nga, in performing operations with rational expression, we always take note all the values of x or the domain natin na magkakaroon ng zero denominator. Yun ay tinitake note natin at nilalagay natin doon para kapag nag-solve tayo, nag-simplify tayo ng is kumbaga na identify na natin kung ano yung mga values na hindi dapat gamitin kasi nga mag-zero yung denominator natin, no? Okay, so exercise number 11, write the simplest form of the following rational expression and write the value of the domain or the value of x to be excluded dun sa mga expression na yan. No? So, yung mga binasa natin kanina, mapapakita ko dito sa example natin kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi ko kanina. No? Okay, we have example number 1. We have x squared plus 4x minus 12 all over 3x minus 6. Okay, so we have x squared plus 4x minus 12 all over 3x minus 6. So sabi daw kanina, to simplify a rational expression, we need to factor the numerator and the denominator. Then, yung common factor, or yung common term natin doon is yun yung ika-cancel natin out, cancel out natin doon sa expression natin. Okay, so last video, or last chapter, diniscuss ko din sa inyo yung operation ng polynomials and also the factoring polynomial. So, sana dito sa pag-continue natin dito sa discussion ng chapter 3, kabisado niyo na yung pag-factor ng mga polynomials or ng expression, no? Okay, so we have x squared plus 4x minus 12 all over 3x minus 6. So the factor of our numerator, which is x squared plus 4x minus 12, is x plus 6 multiplied by x minus 2. Kapag minultiply mo yan, lalabas po ito, no? All over, pwede nating i-factor out yung 3 dito. So lalabas, we have 3 multiplied by x minus 2. So as you can see, we have common factor or common terms, which is x minus 2 and x minus 2 para sa numerator and denominator natin. So we can cancel out this 2 value para ma-simplify natin yung rational expression. So the simplified form of x squared plus 4x minus 12 all over 3x minus 6 is x plus 6 all over 3. Ito po yung simplified rational values natin, no? Then, sabi dun sa explanation kanina, we need to exclude the value of domain or the value of x that makes our denominator 0. So, we have x dito. So, kumbaga yung exponent niya is 1. No? So, if we have one value of x to be excluded, no? Dito sa ano natin, sa expression, sa rational expression. So, ano yung value ng x na it could make our denominator 0. So, our domain here is set of all real numbers except that x should not be equal to. Ano yung value nun? Yung value ng x na kung saan is hindi dapat siya kasama dun sa expression natin. So, if we make x is equivalent kay 2, tama bang 3 times 2 minus 6 is 6 minus 6. So, lalabas 0 po yung denominator natin. So, therefore, our excluded value of x is 2. So, dapat our domain is set of all real numbers except x should not be equal to 2. Ibig sabihin lang po dyan, hindi po dapat kasama yung value nito kapag naglagay tayo ng value dyan. Kasi nga, it could make our denominator 0, no? So, yun. Yun yung kaninang binanggit ko kanina, no? Okay, so, example number 2, we have 12 plus x minus x squared all over 2x minus 9x plus 4. Okay, so kapag pinactor po natin yan, yung 12 plus x minus x squared will be x, will be 4 minus x multiplied by 3 plus x. Okay, all over. We have 2x squared minus 9x plus 4. If we factor this term, so lalabas yan, we have 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 4. Okay? So, ito at ito is hindi pa natin agad-agad maka-cancel, no? Kasi nga, iba yung term na to at iba yung term na dito. Okay, so we could say that negative 4 minus x, or we could say the factor of 4 minus x is equivalent kay negative x minus 4. Tama? Okay? So, lalabas siya na yung negative x to, magiging positive x to. So, ay positive 4 to. So, lalabas positive 4, tapos negative x to. No? So, lalabas, we have negative x minus 4 multiplied by 3 minus 3 plus x all over 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 4. Now, dito sa value na to, pwede na natin i-cancel tong parehong term na yan, no? So, lalabas the simplified value of, simplest form of 12 plus x minus x squared all over 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 is negative 3 plus x all over 2x minus 1. Okay? So, ngayon, as we can see, yung x natin is naka-raise to 2. So, ibig sabihin, we have two value of x to be excluded dyan. No? So, may dalawa tayong value ng x na may exclude dito sa expression natin. Okay? So, x should not be equal to and x should not be equal to. Okay. So, para mas mabilis or convenient sa inyo to find the value of x na magkakaroon ng zero denominator, so pwede natin i-calculate yan. Using our calculator, we have 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 equals 0. Okay? So, lalabas yan po. 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 is equal to 0. Then, shift solve lang po, tapos equals. So, lalabas, we have 0.5. Okay? We have x should not be equal to 1/2. Okay. Since dalawa yung value ni x, pwede pa natin siyang i-shift solve ulit. Shift solve, then assume the value of x is greater than 0.5. No? So, let's say 10. Tapos, equals lang. So, lalabas, equals ulit. Lalabas, we have 4 value. Okay? So, naglagay ako ng assume value na 10 kasi nga, kapag nag-assume tayo na 0, mas malapit yung 0 dun sa 1/2, no? Then, kapag yung 10 is mas malapit sa 1/2, so magbibigay siya ng another answer or another value of x, no? Okay, so to make it sure kung tama yung 1/2 at saka 4, we can verify it by substituting the value of 1/2 and 4 into this equation, no? So, let's say 1/2, we have 2 times 1/2 of squared minus 9 times 1/2 plus 4. Okay, so we have 1/4 times 2 is 1/2 minus 9 divided 2 is 4.5 plus 4. So, lalabas 4 plus 0.5 is 4.5 minus 4.5. So, lalabas yan ay 0 yung value. So, ibig sabihin, x should not be equal to 1/2. So, isa sa mga value na mapapa-0 ng ating denominator is yung 1/2. No? Okay, let's try 4. So, kapag 4 naman yung nilagay, let's say 2 times 4 squared minus 9 times 4 plus 4. We have 16 plus 16 times 2 is 32 minus 36 plus 4. So 32 plus 4 is 36 minus 36 is 0. So therefore, our domain is set of all real numbers except this 1/2 and this 4. Okay? Okay. The domain of 12 plus x minus x squared over 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 is set of all real numbers except that x should not be equal to 1/2 and x should not be equal to 4. No? Okay, so let's have example number 3 and number 4. Okay, sulat ko muna si number 3 at si number 4 para tuloy-tuloy yung pag-compute. We have number 3 as 2x squared, number 3. We have 2x squared plus x minus 6 all over x squared plus 4x minus 5 multiplied by 3x cubed, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x all over 4x squared minus 6x. Then we have number 4, which is x cubed minus 8 all over x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 4 all over x cubed plus 8. Okay. Example number 3, we have 2x squared plus x minus 6 all over x squared plus 4x minus 5 multiplied by x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x all over 4x squared minus 6x. So the factor of 2x squared plus x minus 6 is 2x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 2. Okay? All over x squared plus 4x minus 5. So the factor will be x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 1. Multiplied by the factor of 3 of x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x. Diba? Pwede kong ilabas yung x dyan. So the factor will be x times x squared minus 3x plus 2. Then this one can be factored into x minus 1 times x minus 2. So lalabas, the factor of x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x will be x multiplied by x minus 1 and x minus 2. Then the factor of 4x squared minus 6x will be 2x multiplied by x minus 2x minus kasi 4x squared yun, 2x minus 3. Okay? So lalabas, we have 2x minus 3 which is common dito sa denominator natin dito. So we can cancel this one. Tapos yung x minus 1, then we have yung x and yung x dito. Okay? So lalabas, we have x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2 all over 2 times x plus 5. Okay? Therefore, the answer, ito ay special product polynomials. So pwede natin sabihin x squared minus 4 all over 2x plus 10. Okay, so the simplest form of this rational expression is equivalent kay x squared minus 4 all over 2x plus 10. No? Okay, then to find the value of x to be excluded or to be hindi natin i-consider, so lalabas, we have x should not be equal to 0 and x should not be equal to 1 and x should not be equal to 3 halves. Okay, let's try. Kapag 0 po yung nilagay natin value ng x, so kapag 0 to, lalabas 0 yung denominator natin dito. So pag multiply natin dito, masi-0 po yung lahat ng denominator natin. Then kapag 1 po, we have 1 squared is 1 plus 4 times 1, we have 5. Minus 5, 0 po yung denominator natin dito. Pag minultiply pa natin dito, masi-0 po yung denominator natin. Then kapag ginamit natin ay 3 halves, so we have 4 times 3 over 2 squared minus 6 times 3 over 2. We have 4 times 9 over 4 minus cancel 9. Magiging 3 to, di ba? 3 times 3 is 9. So lalabas, cancel yung 4, cancel 9 minus 9 is equivalent kay 0. So therefore, 3 over 2 is excluded dun sa value ng domain natin. Okay? So lalabas, the value of domain in equation number 3, or in number 3, the rational expression in number 3 will be set of all real numbers except that x should not be equal to 0, x should not be equal to 1, and x should not be equal to 3 over 2. Okay? So for number 4, we have x cubed minus 8 all over x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 4 all over x cubed plus 8. Okay, to make the function to make this operation multiply, i-reverse lang natin to, or reciprocal lang natin to para maging multiply na po yung operation natin dito. So we have x cubed minus 8 all over x squared minus 4 multiplied by x cubed plus 8 all over x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay, so x cubed minus 8 is a special product, special product factor, no? So we could say that the factor of x cubed minus 8 is equivalent kay x minus 2 multiplied by x squared plus 2x plus 4 all over the factor of x squared minus 4 is a special polynomial, a special product then. So we could say that x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. Then x cubed plus 8 is also a special product. So we could say that x cubed plus 8 is equivalent to x plus 2 multiplied by x squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay, so lalabas, this term is the same this term, so we could cancel this. Then ito, x minus 2 and x minus 2, we could cancel this. Then x plus 2 and x plus 2, we could cancel this. So lalabas, the simplified value or the simplified rational expression of x cubed minus 8 all over x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 4 all over x cubed plus 8 will be x squared minus 2x plus 4. Okay, to find the value of the domain or the accept value of x, so lalabas, we could say that x should not be equal to plus or minus 2, no? So x should not be equal to plus or minus 2. Kasi nga dito, pag nilagay natin positive 2, 2 times 2 is 4, minus 4 is 0. So the denominator will be 0. Kapag negative naman, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, minus 4, so 0 pa rin. So lalabas, ito po yung value natin, or accepted value, yung i-exempt nating value ng x. Okay, so therefore, the value of the domain is set of all real numbers except that x should not be equal to plus or minus 2 or positive negative 2. Okay? Okay, so let's continue our discussion. We have partial fractions. So simple fractions, the numerator is less than the denominator. So may example tayo dyan. So pinagdaanan natin yan ng elementary, kaya hindi ko na masyadong discuss yan. We have also improper fraction. So sa improper fraction is the numerator is greater than the denominator. So for example, meron dyan. Then for the mixed number is a combination of a whole number and a simple fraction remainder, no? So yan, may mga examples naman dyan para mas maintindihan nyo kung anong itsura ng simple fraction, improper fraction, and mixed number. Okay. We have also in algebra we have improper fraction, or we have what we call partial fraction, no? Kung saan mas i-explain ko sa inyo in computation na lang kasi medyo hindi rin ako familiar kapag i-discuss natin itong mga nakasulat dito. Kahit anong basa natin yan, ay hindi rin naman natin masyadong maintindihan. So, mas maintindihan nyo yan kapag nag-examples na lang tayo, no? Pero, make sure na paki-familiarize po yung mga tinatawag nating distinct linear factors, repeated linear factors. We have also distinct quadratic factors and repeated quadratic factors, no? So, distinct linear factors, we have, kumbaga distinct yung denominator natin, no? Magkakaiba. Then, kapag repeated linear factors, meron tayong denominator na kung saan ay perfect square, no? Ito, x minus 3 squared. Kumbaga naka-squared or naka-cube. So, kapag distinct linear factors, ganito po yung magiging partial fractions niya or partial factor. Then, for repeated linear factors, ganito po yung magiging itsura niya. So, we have a, x plus 2, then b, x minus 3 muna, then c, yung naka-squared naman siya. Then, kapag naka-cube naman po, so, lalagay mo muna yung a with the denominator x minus 1, then b with the denominator x minus 1 squared, then the c with the denominator x minus 1 cubed, no? Then, we have distinct quadratic factors. Ganito po yung magiging itsura niya. So, we have a, yung value ni a is yung sa binomial lang na terms. Then, yung bx plus c is kapag mayroon tayong quadratic or quadratic terms na dito, no? Same din dito sa baba. Okay? So, para mas maintindihan natin yung kaninang pinag-uusapan nating partial fraction or partial factor, partial fraction, so mag-example na lang tayo para mas maintindihan natin. No? So, exercise number 12, determine the values of letter A, B, C, and E of the following partial fractions. So, yun nga, we have number 1. Number 1 is x plus 2 all over x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay. We have x plus 2 all over x squared minus 7x plus 12. Bago tayo magkaroon ng partial fraction, we need to factor this term, yung denominator, para at least makita natin yung value ng magiging denominator natin sa partial fraction. Okay? So we have x plus 2 all over the factor of x squared minus 7x plus 12 will be x minus 4 times x minus 3. Okay? So, lalabas, we have x plus 2 all over x minus 4 multiplied by x minus 3 is equivalent kay A all over x minus 4 plus B all over x minus 3. Okay. So, yung pinapahanap ay yung value ni A and ni B. Okay. To get the value of A and B, so first, we need to multiply this by the denominator, no? I-multiply lang natin ito ng value ito. So, lalabas yan ay x minus 4 multiplied by x minus 3. So, lalabas, pag minultiply ito dito, lalabas yan ay x plus 2 lang. Equals, pag ito minultiply dito, tama bang makakancel yung x minus 4? So, matitira ay x minus 3. We have a times x minus 3. Plus, pag ito minultiply dito, makakancel yung x minus 3, lalabas, we have b times x minus 4. Okay. So, to get the value of a and b, we need to assume the value of x na kung saan may makakancel tayo. No? So, first, let's say when x is equivalent kay 4, makukuha natin yung value ni a. So, kasi pag nag-value tayo ng 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. So, lalabas 0 yung b natin. We have 4 plus 2 equals a times 4 minus 3 plus b times 4 minus 4. Lalabas ito ay 6 is equivalent kay a times 1 plus 0. Therefore, a is equivalent kay 6. Then, when x is equivalent kay 3, makukuha natin yung value ni b. Lalabas, masisiro to. So, lalabas yan ay, we have 3 plus 2 is equivalent kay a times 3 minus 3 plus b times 3 minus 4. Therefore, lalabas na value, we have 5 is equivalent kay a times 0 plus b times negative 1. Kasi nga, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So, lalabas, we have 5, negative 5 is equivalent kay b. Okay? So, the value will be, a will be 6 and b will be negative 5. No? Based dun sa computation natin. So, lalabas dyan, we have partial fraction. Ito. We have x plus 2 all over x minus 4 x minus 3. So, lalabas yan ay, we have a which is 6 all over, yung sa ilalim natin ay x minus 4, then minus 5 all over x minus 3. So, ito po yung magiging value ng partial fraction natin. So, we have a which is 6 and b which is negative 5. Okay, so let's have another problem. We have number 3. Number 3 is also a distinct linear factors. No? Kung magkakaiba po yung denominator natin. We have x minus 1, x minus 2, and x plus 3. So, we have a over x minus 1 plus b over x minus 2 plus c x plus 3. Okay. So, ito muna. We have number 3. 3x squared plus 32x minus 51 all over x minus 1 times x plus minus 2 times x minus 3 is equivalent kay a all over x minus 1 plus b all over x minus 2 plus c all over x plus 3. Okay, so we have 3x squared plus 32x minus 51 all over x minus 1 times x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 3. Then we have a over x minus 1 plus b all over x minus 2 plus c all over x plus minus 3 pala to. X minus plus 3 pala to. Plus 3. Okay? Let's check. Plus 3. Okay, so lalabas, we need to multiply this into this denominator. Okay? So lalabas, kapag minultiply natin ito dito, lalabas yan ay 3x squared na lang po plus 32x minus 51 na lang. Then, kapag ito minultiply natin dito, matatanggal yung x minus 1. So, we have a times x minus 2 times x plus 3 plus b multiplied. Pag ito minultiply natin dito, matitira x minus 1 times x plus 3. Then, we have plus c. We have x minus 1 times x minus 2. Okay? So, ngayon, when the value of when x is equivalent kay, dito sa equation natin, since distinct naman siya, pwede nating makancel agad yung mga letters, no? So, for example, when the value of x is equivalent kay 1, makakancel natin yung lahat ng may x minus 1, no? Then, when the value of x is equivalent kay 2, lahat ng may x minus 2, makakancel agad natin, no? Okay, so let's assume when the value of x is equivalent kay 1, makukuha natin yung value ni a. Okay? So, lalabas, we have 3 times 1 squared plus 32 times 1 minus 51 is equivalent kay a times 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2 times 1 plus 3 plus 0 ito plus 0 din yung sa c. Kasi nga, masi 0 agad to at 0 to. No? Okay, so lalabas, we have the value will be, calculate nyo na lang, we have 3 plus 32 minus 51. Tapos to, lalabas 4 times negative 1. So we have a is equivalent kay negative 4. Okay? So to make sure, pwede mo nang i-calculate yan, we have 3 times 1 squared plus 32 times 1 minus 51 equals. So, lalabas yan ay negative 16 is equivalent kay negative 4a. Lalabas, a is equivalent kay 4. Then, to get the value of b, let's assume na x is equivalent kay 2. When x is equivalent kay 2, so lalabas 3 times 2 squared plus 32 times x times 2 minus 51 is equivalent kay 0 yung a plus yung b multiplied by 2 minus 1 times 2 plus 3 plus yung c which is 0. Okay? So lalabas we have the value of this is equivalent kay 25. So we have 25 is equivalent kay b which is 2 minus 1 is 1, then 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have b times 5. So therefore, b is equivalent kay 5. Then, when x is equivalent kay 3, so, negative 3 pala, rather, negative 3. Negative 3, para makancel natin to, pag negative 3 plus 3 is 0, then negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So, makakancel yung a and yung b. So, we have 3 times negative 3 squared plus 32 times negative 3 minus 51 is equivalent kay 0 si a plus 0 si b plus yung c multiplied by negative 3 minus 1 times negative 3 minus 2. Therefore, we have negative 3. So, lalabas tayo negative 120 is equivalent kay ito ay negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4 times negative 3 minus 2. So, lalabas yan ay 20c. So, therefore, c is equivalent kay negative 6 kasi 120 divided by 20 is equivalent kay 6. Since negative yung 120 natin, therefore, the value will be negative 6. Okay? So, lalabas, the value of A will be 4. Ito, magiging 4. Then, yung B is 5. Then, yung C is negative 6. Lalabas tayo negative. Okay? So, yun. We have example number, ano bang example to? Number 5. We have number 5, which is equivalent kay x cubed plus 4x squared plus 5x plus 3 all over x plus 1 multiplied by x squared plus x plus 1 quantity squared equivalent kay a all over x plus 1 plus b x plus c all over x squared plus x plus 1 plus c dx plus e all over x squared plus x plus 1 quantity squared. Okay? So, ito na po yan. Then, multiply the value by this denominator. So, lalabas x cubed plus 4x squared plus 5x plus 3 na po yan. No? Then, kapag ito yung multiply dito, so lalabas we have equals a times x squared plus x plus 1 squared plus, pag ito yung multiply dito, lalabas we have bx plus c multiplied by x plus 1 and x squared plus x plus 1. Then, pag ito yung multiply dito, we have plus dx plus e multiplied by x plus 1. Okay. So, in this equation pa lang, we can cancel out the value of b, c, d, e. Kasi nga, pag naglagay tayo ng value which is x is equivalent kay negative 1, masisiro agad to, masisiro din to. No? Okay? So, let's say, when x is equivalent kay negative 1, so therefore, we have negative 1 cubed plus 4 times negative 1 squared plus 5 times negative 1 plus 3 plus, equals a times negative 1 squared plus negative 1 plus 1 squared is equivalent kay, plus 0 plus 0. 0 na to, 0 na to. Okay? Plus to. Therefore, lalabas, we have, ito ay 1 squared, 1, negative 1, tapos ito ay magiging 4, negative 1 plus 4 is equivalent kay 3, tapos, makacancel din to. So, lalabas yan ay a is equivalent kay 1. Okay, let's calculate para make sure tayo. So, we have this as negative 1 plus 4, dito ay minus 5 plus 3. Lalabas, negative 1 plus 4 minus 5 plus 3 is equivalent kay 1. Then lalabas to ay 1 minus 1 is 0 plus 1 squared is 1 squared. So lalabas 1 type 1a is equivalent kay 1 or a is equivalent kay 1. Okay? Then to get the value of B, C, D, E, we need to simplify the following. No? So we have, we could say that this equation, pag sinimplify natin yan, hindi ko muna isusulat medyo mahaba kasi to. Diba? Sana all mahaba. Joke lang. Okay. Pero, yun nga, susulat ko din siya isa-isa para at least ay makita niyo kung paano. Okay. We have A. Tapos ito, kapag kinumpute natin yan, x squared plus x plus 1, we have x to the fourth, a times x to the fourth plus 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. So, yun po ito. No? Plus, ito, pag minultiply ko yan, lalabas we have bx plus c. Pag ito minultiply dito, yung x plus 1 times x squared plus x plus 1, so lalabas yan ay x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus yung dx plus e, pag minultiply ko dito dyan, lalabas siya na ay dx squared plus dx plus ex plus e. Okay, let's simplify this equation pa at itong equation na to. So lalabas siya, we have ax to the fourth plus 2ax cubed plus 3ax squared plus 2ax plus a plus ito, pag minultiply ko dito, we have bx to the fourth plus 2bx squared plus 2bx cube pala to, cube tapos 2bx squared plus bx tapos yung c, we have plus cx cube plus 2cx squared plus 2cx plus c plus dx squared plus dx plus ex plus e. Okay? So, kung hindi nyo nasundan, i-post nyo lang po yung video para at least makakopya nyo yung yung equation kasi medyo mahaba siya. Okay. So, lalabas, we have ito na, simplified value na yan. So, let's say, coefficient of x to the 4 tayo, no? Para makuha natin yung value, no? So, if x to the 4th, pakitingnan po dito, di ba walang x to the 4th yan? Dun sa right side, sa left side ng kuha natin. So, lalabas yan, we have 0x to the 4th is equivalent kay lahat ng may x to the 4th sa right side. So, yung may x to the 4th dyan ay ito. Tapos, ito. Tama ba? Wala namang c x to the 4th eh. So, lalabas, we have a x to the 4th plus b x to the 4th. Okay. Let's assume the value of x is equivalent kay 1. So, 0 times 1 is equivalent kay the value of a is equivalent kay 1. Tama? We have 1 times 1 raised to 4 plus b times 1 raised to 4. So, lalabas, we have the value of b is equivalent kay negative 1. Okay? So, then, pagpatuloy natin, let's consider coefficient of x cubed naman tayo. So, next ano tayo? Okay, from the equation, itong equation kanina, ito, we have this one. Yung may x before, x cube ay ito, di ba? So, let's consider coefficient of x cube. So, we have x cube sa kabilang part, sa left side, nung term natin, is equivalent kay, hanapin natin lahat ng may x cube dito sa simplified equation natin, no? So, yung may x cube ay ito, 2ax cube plus si b, which is 2bx cube plus yung c, which is cx cube. Okay? Then, let's consider the value of x is equivalent kay 1 ulit. No? Lalabas, we have 1 cube is equivalent kay 2. The value of a is equivalent kay 1. Tapos 1 cube plus 2. The value of b is negative 1. We have negative 1 times x cube, 1 cube plus c times x, which is 1 cube. Therefore, the value will be 1 is equivalent kay 2 plus dito ay lalabas ay negative 2 plus c. Therefore, cancel na to, mas 0 yan. 1 is equivalent kay c. Therefore, the value of c is 1. Then, let's consider coefficient of x squared. So, yung x squared natin ay yung 4x squared. No? Doon sa equation natin. We have 4x squared is equivalent kay lahat ng may x squared dito. Okay? So, we have 3ax squared plus yung b, which is 2bx squared plus yung c, which is 2cx squared plus yung dx squared. Then, let's assume the value of x is equivalent kay 1 ulit. So, we have 4 times 1 squared is equivalent kay 3. The value of a is 1 times 1 squared plus 2. The value of b is negative 1 times x, which is 1 squared, plus 2 times c, which is 1. Then, 1 squared plus d times 1 squared. So, lalabas yan, d is equivalent kay 1. Kasi 4 to, di 3, tapos ito ay 2, 2, cancel pa na to. Tapos may 3 ka dito, pag nilipat sa kabila, magiging 4 minus 3. So, we have 4 minus 3 is equivalent kay 1, then may d ka. D is equivalent kay 1. To get the coefficient of e, so, coefficient of x na lang tayo. Okay? So, ang may x dyan ay yung 5x natin. So, we have 5x is equivalent kay, ano yung may x dito? So, lalabas, we have 2ax plus yung dx plus yung cx na 2cx plus yung dx plus ex. Okay, ito yan. Then the value of 2a, we have 5 times 1 is equivalent kay 2 times 1 times 1 plus negative 1 times 1 plus 2 times 1 times 1 plus d, which is 1 times 1 plus e times 1. Therefore, ito ay 2 tayo negative 1. Cancel na to. So, we have 2 plus 2 is 4. Pag nilipat doon sa kabila, 5 minus 4, we have a is equivalent kay 1. Okay? So, lalabas, the value of a is positive 1, the value of b is negative 1, the value of c is positive 1, the value of d is positive 1, and the value of e is positive 1. Okay. So, lalabas dyan, ito po yung magiging final equation natin. So, we have partial fraction of 1, negative 1, tie 1, tapos tie 1, and 1. Huh? So, yun po. Okay. May tanong? Joke lang. Yung mga makapagtanong. Okay. So, let's continue. So, solving equation naman tayo. Okay. So, linear equation in one variable. So, definition of linear equation. A linear equation in one variable, x is an equation that can be written in standard form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a and b are real numbers, with a should that be equal to 0. So, a linear equation has exactly one solution. To see this, consider the following steps. So, hindi na natin basahin yan. Madali naman yan. Dadaanan natin yan sa mga examples. Okay, so generating equivalent equations. Ito yung mga examples nung kanina ng linear equation in one variable. So, we have 2x minus x is equivalent kay 4. So, 2x minus x is x. So, is equivalent kay 4. Then, ito yung mga examples niya. Basahin nyo na lang po. Then, to solve an equation involving fractional expression, find the least common denominator, LCD, of all terms and multiply every terms by LCD. This process will clear the original equations of fractions and produce a simpler equation to work with. So, may mga examples naman dyan. So, we have x over 3 plus 3x over 4 is equivalent kay 2. So, we have 3 and 4. So, to find the least common denominator, multiply mo lang yung 3 and 4. So, we have 12. So, 12 multiplied by x over 3 plus 3x over 4 is equal to 2. So, ito, pag multiply dito, 12x over 3, we have 4x. Ito yun. Then, 12 times 3x over 4. So, we have 12 times 3x over 4. Then, 2 times yung 12. Ito yun. Then, pag ito multiply dito, we have 12x over 3. So, we have 12 divided by 3 is 4x. Ito yun. Then, 12 times 3x over 3. So, 3, yung 4 cancel dito. Tapos yung 3 times 4 cancel dito sa 12. So, we have 3 times 3x. So, we have 9x. Equivalent kay 12 times 2. So, we have 24. Then, 4 plus 9x is equivalent kay 13x is equivalent kay 24. So, the final answer will be x is equivalent kay 24 over 13. Okay. When multiplying and dividing an equation by a variable quantity, it is possible to introduce an extraneous solution. An extraneous solution is one that does not satisfy the original equation. Therefore, it is essential that you check your solution. Okay. Ito po yung example niya. Solve 1 all over x minus 2 is equivalent kay 3 all over x plus 2 minus 6x all over x squared minus 4. Okay, so to find the least common denominator, so ito kasi yung x squared minus 4 is a factor of x minus 2 and x plus 2. So pwede natin, ito na yung mismong multiplier natin, no? If this equation will be multiplied by x squared minus 4, so we have x squared minus 4 times 1 over 2. X minus 2 is equivalent kay 3 all over x plus 2 minus 6x all over x squared minus 4. Okay? So pag ito ay multiply dito, so lalabas we have x minus x plus 2 na matitira dito. Okay? So lalabas, pag multiply yan dyan, lalabas ay x squared minus 4 is equivalent kay x minus 2 times x plus 2. So, x plus 2 is equivalent kay 3 times x minus 2 minus 6x. Then, 4x is equivalent kay negative 8. So, x is equivalent kay negative 2. No? Okay.